no idea what it's trying to do right now. Let me see. This camera. I gotta go ahead and change a few things. Man, let me see. Monitor. Why is this happening? Let me see. There we go. That's better. It's all about kind of trying to get things working last minute, right? I wish I had gone through and run through and tested it before turning things on. Let's get this new frame in here so that we're ready to go. Yes. Now we're looking good. How about that? I've got to turn down the volume on the stream so that I can still listen to it. You know what? Maybe here's what I'll do. Let's go ahead and say, yeah, because I'm going to have the stream open. Let's turn on theater mode so that it's got a little bit nicer of a view there. And then I'm going to say let's add screen capture. I'm going to say let's add as a new source. Second monitor. Okay, done. We're going to scale this down because we don't need it to be that big. I'm going to keep this kind of up in the corner here so that stuff is relevant. Yes. All right. There we go. So now everybody can kind of see what I'm watching while I'm doing stuff, and I'm doing stuff. So yeah, it's going to be cool. Now let me see. I have got to move over to. There we go. Hey, thanks, guys. Hey, Kaylin. Super excited. Yeah, it's going to be good. Hey, Peter. Dude, so happy you like stopped in to say hello. There aren't many people watching right now, but you know, they're good people watching, so we're happy. Uh man, I'm not sure when they want us to actually start. Hopefully I'm not sitting here for the next half hour. When does the actual sculpting start? I wish I had paid attention to that. So let me see. It must be the 3 hours. Here, I'll pull this over into the screen. They got rid of the rules on the main window of of in the main Sculpt-Off site. So it's like I just need to make sure that I'm paying attention to 3:30. Okay, so that means that yeah, we've got like 30 minutes before this actually starts. Golly. Man, I could have done some more work. Um, there are people out there that sculpting cloth or belts or stuff like that. Yeah, for sure. Definitely. Let me see. I'm going to turn on desktop audio just to be able to have.
The big ones, the ones I want to cover real quick, fast and in a hurry, is the fact that you cannot bring in your own custom IMM built brushes or anything that adds geometry that was built outside of the contest. However, However, if you are feeling froggy and like to leap like I do, and you feel like you can make an IMM brush in the 3 hours given to you,
Hold on a second, man.
go for it.
I would really stop you right there and say, Ian Robinson has stepped off the ship and gone into uncharted territory right here. It's the first time I've ever heard him ever try to be a pirate. I would really grossly advise against that kind of behavior and say that fully equipped inside a ZBrush, the IMM, all you need to do is press the letter I. Excuse me, first you press the letter B to get to the brush menu. B, and then press I. And if I've ever not helped you, now's the time. Go navigate to something called a tune brush or the IMM body parts, and you're good.
Yep. But
cheating never felt so good.
Absolutely.
Is it cheating if it's already in there?
No, it's not. If it ships with ZBrush, you can use it. So if there's a base mesh in there that's buried under the Lightbox tool because you hit the comma key, then you can go ahead and use that base mesh. If there's an IMM brush, a curved brush that's in there, you can use it. But you cannot preload your own custom stuff, no custom brushes that add geometry. And I want to specify that one really well.
You know, I'm going to ask you something about this right now.
I know you are,
Okay, go ahead and finish. I'm going to wait.
If it adds geometry that does not ship a ZBrush, don't use it, guys.
Can we speak of adding something to the mix here?
Sure, go ahead.
Do you mind if I disrobe?
You want what?
Do you mind if I disrobe? It's really hot under the lights.
Go ahead.
Okay, there you go. Now,
take it off, but there you go. Show them them guns. Woo! Louis Tucci, everybody. And then, of course, too, you know, this is a 3-hour contest, so you want to make sure that you are entering your submission into your ZBrush Central spot within the 3 hours. You got to sculpt, render, and submit into this spot. And I'm going to be throwing this in the chat right now for everyone to go ahead. So if you are watching as a contestant right now, then you need to make sure that you have that link prepared, because at the end of the 3 hours, they got to be up there ready for us to look.
It's super important that you're covering this right now. To be completely frank with you.
So one of the things that I try to do beforehand is I try to do my write-up beforehand, because I don't need to be spending time during a Sculpt-Off to write. You know, it's like, that's dumb. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and do that now.
We have a primitive IMM brush that ships a ZBrush.
Again, I'm just going to...
It's B for brush, I for IMM, and T. Go for it.
There should be really no reason. I mean, if you really think about it, there are adequate parts and pieces, not to go down the rabbit hole of, you know, how you should do your business.
Yeah.
I'm hoping somewhere across the globe somebody has taken the time to conceptualize something, so they have a visual.
I really hope so.
Should I talk about the judges?
Yeah, actually, you know, go ahead and talk about the judges after this. Wait, well, hold on, I'm sorry. I'd say go ahead, and then I cut him off.
Go ahead.
Just real quick, just to let everybody else know what's going on real fast, is that there was a prompt for everyone to have followed. You're supposed to pick one of these and conceptualize your own thoughts. Don't share your concepts while you're sculpting.
Don't do that.
We only want to see ZBrush, your face, and in an amazing little branded badge that we asked you to put on.
But let me jump in, because then that's also very important.
Yep.
This 10th anniversary ZBrush Sculpt-Off is titled the Sword and Sorcery Challenge. You will find inside of there some of the most incredible descriptions that have ever been written. Yep. And I think that those things serve as the foundation for something extraordinary to happen here, and I'm really excited to see what some of the members of the community and new members of the community.
I'm actually kind of frustrated with how loud, or not how loud, with how overwritten the prompts are. I like having prompts and good prompts, but you know, I wish it was a little bit more open. Yeah. Anyway.
Commentary, please be cool.
And the biggest offender, no cracks. So it's coming up.
And don't use the cracked version.
No,
of the software,
valid
please.
license of ZBrush. You got to have a valid license of ZBrush. For anyone asking in the chat, valid license.
I just want to say how electric the environment is. We've got just a huge collection of people coming in from the Japanese quarter. They're coming in here live in our studio audience.
Oh yeah,
because
we're in person.
We're live and in person. Reach out and touch me, man. Reach out and touch me. We are here and in person. Want to thank again the Gnomon School of Visual Effects, Max Dan, the Director of Education, doing a great job to keep the programs running smoothly all the time, and the rest of the Gnomon team, of course. I just saw Max swiftly walk by here, but we're live again.
You wanted to cover judges.
I want to cover the judges. Yep. I want to say something very peculiar and special about the judges this year. We have gone above and beyond. We're going to start off. We've got AFA is going to be doing something special, and we've got Angel is going to be here from AFA. Okay, so Angel, no stranger to us. We've got big things with Angel planned as well. I'm not going to spoil. No spoilers, man.
No spoilers.
Chill.
Yep.
So we've got Angel Mesa. Angel Mesa is going to be here from AFA as one of our exclusive judges. We've got Chris Sickles, Red Nose Studios. out of Indiana. If you're not familiar with the work, Red Nose Studios is an incredible, incredible body of work coming out of there, and Chris is behind that, making great things happen. Now, we get down to it. The Texas 2. We get a 2-4-1, Ian Robinson.
2 for 1.
I have to be careful how I say this because I always revert back to a certain character that people are waiting to see here.
Yeah.
2-4-1, Kandari. We got a 2-4-1 deal out of Texas.
Yeah.
The Shiflett brothers, who need no introduction in the annals of sculpture and creature making.
Yeah.
And then in the number one thing that I want to say here, and I'm proud of this because I dug this guy down, I hunted him down, I dug him up. We have out of Mexico, Mexico's finest, one of the greatest living Mexican artists of all time, Javier Marin. My goodness, my heart just skipped a beat even saying it. Que vida, que vida.
That's amazing.
Glorioso. Gracias. And all the things, all the nice things we have. So once again, we've got Angel.
Yes.
From AFA. Angel Mesa.
Yes.
We've got Chris Sickles, the Red Nose Studios. Check out their work. And there's links online for all these things on our pages here. Then we've got the 2-4-1 deal out of Texas, the Shiflett brothers, who need no introduction. And finally, Javier Marin out of Mexico. Ian Robinson, what do you got for me? You're looking at me like you want to say something.
No, I'm just looking at the chat, and I'm so excited to see over 400 people right now just eyeing this Sculpt-Off.
Incredible.
There are so many people that are ready to go. And
Let me ask you really important business right there. Are they asking for a certain someone? There has to be someone in there typing something about a certain canid.
Yeah, nothing about a certain someone or but
a certain character.
If there were individuals maybe possibly looking at the website at all in the last.
I have a hard time understanding Louis sometimes. He's so wordy and he's just so full of energy and all over the place. He's great. I love Louis, but he's he's a character.
Going like NWA wrestling from the early 70s and stuff. It's really thank you for saying that. I have something I have to tell you.
Okay, what do you got to tell me, Louis? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna
quiet on the set. Boop. Quiet on the set.
Buckled in.
I have something very important to tell you.
Tell me, please.
For this 10th anniversary, we have outdone ourselves yet again.
Oh, boy.
Not only did my hair get longer, which is extraordinary.
That did happen.
Look at this thing. You got a permit for these curls? I want to welcome to the stage special guest judges in person, in the flesh, because we can do it. I do what I want whenever I want.
Okay, what did you do, Louis? Come on.
I got some people I'm going to bring to the stage. I feel like there should be a soundtrack for these people. I don't know what to do. I'm going to be blinded by the light that they bring because they're so... Are you ready for this?
Yeah, because you've been teasing me with this for like a month and a half now. You're like,
I don't know if you're ready. I don't know if the people at home are ready. I don't know. Well, I guess, all right. What I'd like to do is turn back the hands of time, baby, because we are about to get liftoff here with some classic family members from the ZBrush community and the ZBrush family at large, the lexicon of all things ZBrush. I want to welcome to the stage Jessica Drew Johnson. Woo! And ladies and gentlemen, G.I. Joe Joseph Drust himself. Here they come, live on the stage, and the studio audience clapping their hands. Look at this. Here he is. This way, Joe. Right this way.
Over there. Yeah. It's been a while. It's okay.
Wow. Look at who it is. Familiar faces and familiar places in the flesh.
Hello.
Nice.
Ian Robinson, I turn to you first, and I ask you the question, how does it feel to see these two gems and beauties back on the stage?
Well, it's incredible because I've competed in the Sculpt-Off.
I know you have.
And you guys have looked at my work before. And I was scared to death. I'm like, great. Now they're judging me. Great. Okay, better do something decent. But no, super excited to actually share the stage with you guys and have you here. It's a dream come true. So it's an honor.
From the mouth of babes themselves. Here we go. Okay, let's turn the camera and attention onto you. I'm going to go and save the best for last, so I'm going to go to Joe Drust. How can we do it? Joseph, a mainstay in the community for so many years. 10 years later, we find ourselves here, reunited, and it feels so good, brother love.
It's crazy, 10 years. I mean, that's a long time. You think about it. Like, it's been doing this forever. And I remember the first Sculpt-Off was, when we had that, it was the one that was, I think we 3D printed the models.
We were at an expo.
Yeah.
We were at an
cool to see
expo. We had
Joseph
live
Drust
screens. Remember?
It's been a
top of the
long
thing?
Yeah, it was surrounded around. And we had everything. Yeah.
And like people crawling all over the guys and gals, people doing the work, and people were on top. I think I missed that kind of mania, obviously. But
and then the ones we did, me and Jessica did when we were in the Gnomon, classrooms there. Like, it was always like there was cords everywhere, and you had to be careful you didn't kick them out.
You're getting the behind
shut down all the computers. That's right.
Yeah, that was wild.
That was crazy.
What's one thing that stands out for you, Joseph Drust, after 10 years? What is the one thing that stands out for you as a ZBrusher and leader in the field when it comes to the ZBrush Sculpt-Off and the Sculpt-Off?
A lot of it's just the quality level that all the participants have. Like, it's really amazing to see how fast people can create stuff in 3 hours and what they can create in 3 hours.
Right.
Yeah, it's just always mind blowing. Like, you because you know production levels and stuff like that for time frames are like months and months and months, and these people are doing that almost that same amount of work in 3 hours.
They're crushing it right out there. Well, I couldn't have said that better myself. And now over to you.
Hey.
Here we are. Hey.
Hi.
So good to see you again.
Oh, I'm so happy
Jessica
to
Drew
be
Johnson.
back.
What have you been up to? What's happening?
It's just all things Blizzard. So I'm like lead for all the IG stuff. For
The boss.
Yeah,
Paying the
about
cows.
stuff. So many characters. You know what I love about today, though, ZBrush Summit stuff is elves.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put that out there. Like I'm entirely
sneaky
motivated by dragons and elves, and today is deeply dragons and elves. Do you like? I almost came in
Show all these
costume
elves.
today because I was like,
funny.
Oh, you should have. That would have
okay.
been fantastic.
yo,
Yeah.
I gotta drive like 2 hours. But I
That's
did
fair.
minor costume stuff. I brought elf ears that.
Okay.
Anyway,
No spoilers.
no, ZBrush Summit. The best thing about this is just getting the opportunity once a year to bring the community together.
Yeah.
Like, I love that expanding the ZBrush Summit online allows so many people to participate and have that badge of honor. Like, I did the impossible. I participated. Look what I created. But then also the opportunity for everybody to come here together, hang out, and be like, oh my gosh, I love your streams. I love your tutorials. Like, I can't believe I'm hanging out with somebody who I feel super familiar with, but like in real life. And just these opportunities to be artists together.
I think that's
Like,
phenomenal. And
What are the
again,
chances? What are the communities that get to be, so happily together like this?
I think that classic track, Paul Gabriel smashing the like button somewhere. That classic 80s track. Well, this is it, actually. And
How many contestants do we have this year?
So
a ton.
Over 200.
we have over 200. We have
230.
233.
Ooh,
Not that I was
33.
counting at all.
I just want to say,
That's a
before we
lot.
get too deep into the weeds on this, you said something so poignant there. It is an honor to see that people are putting themselves forward and reaching their fullest potential and trying, at least trying. You know, if you're out there and you're thinking about this, this is the thing. Step forward and try, and everything is waiting for you. And as Ian said so eloquently,
As long as you follow the rules.
Yeah,
Don't try
exactly.
to-
Don't
You know
don't try to be like Louis.
Don't be like me.
Try to cheat.
You and I are on the same page.
Don't be
Yeah,
like
yeah,
me.
yeah, yeah.
Don't be like. There's only one Dennis Rodman of the CG world, and you're looking at him.
We do
What do we
have-
need to cover now?
We do have a special request.
Oh, here we go.
For in Dress We Trust.
Uh-oh.
Okay, before I do
They would
something-
like to hear you say, "This is Joseph Dressed, and welcome back to another episode of Z."
Oh,
Go
thank
for
you
it.
all. All right. You ready?
I'm ready.
Very sorry,
I buckled in.
Say it.
This is Joseph Drust, and welcome back to another episode of Ask ZBrush.
Yeah, that's stuff right there. Somebody hit record. Somebody hit record on their screen. Somebody hit record on their
I
screen.
lost
their
my
monitor.
pen. Thank you so much.
It's getting violent up here.
it is.
Crazy. Okay, now this is the big moment, though, because I have been waiting a long time to say this to you, and it's you that I'm talking to right here. I want you. Is it time? Is it time?
I think we still have a few
Few more minutes. All right,
but you know,
hold
but
on.
you
can
have
I
presents.
show you? I think
I'd love
this,
to see
I
it.
have
Now
been
I'm
waiting.
like,
He's been
what
waiting.
is
I have
the
been-
what?
With
I've
bated
been
breath.
waiting. I'm gonna give this to you. I'm gonna tell you. I think this is a high honor.
Ooh.
And it's only you that can ring my bell, ring my bell. This
I
is
love
the one
making
right
noise.
here.
Yep.
So when the time comes,
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna
Jessica,
prepare.
You will be the one to bring us back full circle at the stage here.
Do you want me to hold
inside
it
the
and
green
then-
screen? I'm getting emotional just
Will that
thinking
work?
about it.
Yeah.
The vibrations are real.
Yep.
The show is going to start.
One and up.
So
Absolutely.
is there anything else?
Do we
Well,
have like a
anything else that we
preferred
need?
start time for all of this, or is it
What is the
they're
start?
like ready at the starting?
One of the things that I totally recommend people do is have, Jessica's fun. Yeah, I'm competing. It should be a lot of fun. So before something like a sculpting competition, people normally should come up with their idea. Yeah, I like coming up with my own idea. I go through lots of sketches to make sure that things are the way that I want it, that I understand my own ideas, things like that. Yeah, Ian's got some interesting energy today. Yeah. But yeah, one of the things I recommend doing is like bookmarking all the pages that are important, and I need to do that. Let's see. Let me see. Let's go in here. choose another folder. What page is this? Sorry, I'll go ahead and turn them back on. They're more fun to listen to.
Where these long-eared folks begin for you?
So I started playing D&D back in '94.
Okay. Wow.
So before
You're
that,
also a time traveler.
No.
Doesn't look a day over 21.
Well, I mean, everybody starts when they're like a wee. With these fun games, but like it's just like sitting in my room and reading like the rule books and just like diving.
You read
into
the rules, man. I'm surrounded by rules.
We're here to keep you lawful.
Yeah. I only read the rules so I can break them.
Oh, really?
That's the way I do it.
I'm a very simple
My
person.
guy right there.
Yeah.
Lawful good.
Okay, so you're into this thing for your entire life at this point.
I
These
really
elves are
am. Yeah, deeply motivated
your
by
peoples.
fantasy worlds. Yeah.
Well, let's turn the question back around on Ian Robinson before he gets to ask Joe Dress where he's going with it. Ian Robinson, what of all these wonderful descriptions that are waiting for these people to take off on, what are you thinking? What's your jam?
I have a few of them. I like rocks and things,
Okay.
but very recently, and I mean like within the last hour, Roy the Assassin started like really piquing my
What's his name?
interest. Roy the Assassin.
Or their name? Right, boy.
Yeah. So here's the thing, and we can get a mug here real quick. You sculpt my face on one of these characters, and we're gonna be best friends.
Like plus 10 points.
Yeah,
So-
exactly.
Yeah. You roll a natural 20.
So remember, I asked you.
You did.
I did. Which character? Because you were talking about how like a lot of these characters are based off of like you all.
Yeah.
And I may have a version that has your face sculpted.
Oh, really? Okay. Okay, I feel super. All right, let's do it.
Oh, man.
Well,
Okay.
let's turn it back to Joseph.
Go to Joe, yeah.
Yeah, Joseph.
Yeah, so I mean that was the kind of thing. Like normally, for definitely my nerdy D&D side, it's always rogue, tricksters, and rangers. Those are the ones. I like having the animal pet companion kind of thing, and then I also like to steal stuff.
Yeah, okay.
Got a kleptomaniac here. Got to keep a close watch on the hard.
Well, you like
Come back
having a
for one day.
toolbox of like fun things to
Yes,
do and
yes,
options.
uh-huh.
In and out of combat options.
But then out of that list, the only one I can clearly remember now was the one, the Crimson and I think it was Crimson and Fire, Crimson and Water. It was an elemental.
An elemental, right?
that's-
Yeah. Elemental. I'm bad at, the chat already knows I'm bad at names, so I'm not even going to try it. But yeah, elemental. We kept it simple.
I think people are going to have a lot of fun with these descriptions.
No, they were
As a
great,
point of
yeah.
departure, it's really going to be exciting to see what they come up with.
Yeah. Louis?
Oh, you want to know?
I would love to know what character you pick.
Well,
Me?
let me
You
just.
have a character, don't you?
I have many.
Make one special.
I have many personas that I embark upon. I call it embarking. Let me think for a second. What do you think I would select?
Well, a boxer.
That was the first one that we came in. That's not on the list.
It's not on the list,
Now, that
no.
actually brings us to an important point of conversation here, which is you actually have to sculpt something that's on the list, Joe, Jessica. This is important.
Oh,
You know,
nice.
he said a boxer, which is actually, not just a joke, but quite important. You need to select something that's on the list, one of the characters from the list. So, Joseph, you got any dibs on this one you want to know, or you got any guess what I might pick
I have no
from that
clue,
long
Louis.
list?
You're kind of a wild card.
You are a wild
so
card. I mean, you have so many personas.
Is there a
And you
coyote on the
shift.
list?
Like, you can shift through all of them.
He's a man of many faces. Zartan's my favorite
Oh.
G.I. Joe character, by the way. That didn't surprise you at all.
No.
I think for me, I'd have
we
to
go.
pick a warlock.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? I'm
You got
kind of
to do
digging.
that.
I like
Yeah.
the hood thing with the, the.
gotta have
cloak
your
and-
patron of wild chaos,
You know.
potentially demonic magic behind you,
Yeah,
supporting you.
Like you hanging out in the forest alone. I kind of dig that kind of thing.
Ooh.
Like I like hanging out alone in the forest. I mean, that sounds really creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be the one.
Well, clothed in robes, indeed.
That's
In
right,
robes, of
uh-huh.
course.
Yeah.
The sunken eyes and sinister skin. That's the
Ready?
one that definitely.
For the people at home. You gotta tell me to unfreeze. Can I stop?
All right, very
Oh man,
You're
okay,
good.
that was hard work.
Good reference.
Wow, that was I was doing that for the screen grabbers. So yeah, again, make sure that
Someone
you're
just
using-
changed their whole idea.
right just then.
But
Just
that's
right there.
their
Yeah.
prerogative.
They can.
And if they can do it in 3 hours,
I've
they
changed
must.
my ideas
If
before.
they want to try this
Honestly, I
right
believe
here in 3
all the
hours,
artists.
I give them all the support in the world. You got my vote. I mean,
We're just going to have you got to just be there, like, rotating your head so they can get all the angles.
do it one more time. Ready?
Entire-
Get these
entire
people
episode,
a quick one. Ready? Is a screen grab.
Rotate a little, yes. Make sure they get that
Yeah.
profile.
So menacing. And while Louis doing this for the screen grab, Yes, you should be showing your screen now because we're going to be starting in just a couple minutes.
Yeah, about
And we
5.
also want to just make sure that, again, you guys, everyone here understands too, showing your screens. And we also I do want to come back to just a couple
Very
of
important.
rules.
Please do.
Yeah, there are a few.
Please do.
So we've had this before in the past. And if for some reason you actually, your stream gets dropped and you have like a blackout or something,
Yep.
you have about 10 minutes to come back online with zero sculpt
Zip.
changes.
We're not kidding.
Yeah.
That means
so
none.
We understand that things happen and that sometimes power outages will go through. Everybody is competing around the world. So wherever you are, if that happens, it's happened before, just make sure that, you keep an eye, have a friend, family member, you have a second computer, cousin, phone, whatever, that's over there, just making sure that you see
Hold
that
on.
if you do drop,
Hold on.
that you can start back up.
Don't confuse what he's saying with have your friend or your family member make the sculpture with you.
No, not that.
That is not what
Just
he's saying.
watching the stream for
Yes.
you, helping you know that you're still online.
Let's get
Thank you
clear
for
about it.
clarifying because words come out of my mouth faster than my
Somebody's
brain.
going to say something at some point and say, but I thought you said it was okay when the stream goes down. If my stream goes down, my brother can help me. No.
No.
Pinch hitter.
It's
Tag
good,
him in,
it's good.
Louis. Tag him in.
And this is why Louis here. Just keep keeping me
everybody
honest.
honest. Even from the biggest
Yeah.
rule breaker of them all.
Yep. So just want to make sure that we really just clarify
break the
that.
rules.
And again, you should be sharing your screen now. You should be ready to go because as soon as Jessica hits that bell, it's game time. It's go
Rings
time.
gonna
that
be
bell.
good.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to.
Smash it.
It's gonna be
smash
so
that
cool.
Smash it like the
Smash
like
the bell.
button,
I like that.
subscribe, and all that good jazz.
Luckily, everyone is not
Want
in my near
lunch.
vicinity because this is not a quiet
Yeah,
bell.
I'm gonna have to
No.
It's like the real ringside
this
bell.
way a little bit.
Yeah.
Before we
Peter
get
Sculpt-Off.
down the rabbit hole of this bell and smashing it like Randy Savage did to Tito Santana off the top rope in 1984, what I like to say is, again, the ZBrush Summit being back in person is a watershed moment. I think it's quite interesting and also poetic that it's happening on the 10th anniversary. That it's at that marker where we're finally back in person and on the grounds of this place, the hallowed grounds of the Gnomon School all together. And I know for certain that over the course of the next 3 days, someone at home is watching and thinking, should I go over to take the drive 20 minutes or whatever? Come on down. You never know. There's like a massive amount of stuff to do outside.
Yes.
Tons of
There's sculptures and installation
statues out there right
pieces.
now.
There's
It's crazy.
an amazing collection of just like vendors.
I think this is the most vendors we've ever had.
Ever. There's 3D printers. There's a gallery show happening. The Gnomon Gallery has
I
been
love it.
taken over with ZBrush stuff. So I think if you're sitting at home and you're wondering, should I go? I don't know. Maybe I should go. Don't hesitate. Hesitation is the dance partner of failure, and this is not the time to
Then
hesitate.
come out and meet you. And maybe Coyote.
And maybe the coyote, Joe says. He whispers, and maybe the coyote will make an appearance. I think we can get some photo ops in front of the step and repeat. You might get stepped on and repeated if the coyote's here, but that's a whole other individual effort. So I think at this particular point, I'm not begging. I'm actually just pleading with you to say, hey, take advantage. This is the 10th anniversary. I'm so honored personally to be here with this collection of incredibly talented artists and industry leaders. And it continues outside. If you're thinking about even getting started, this is the place to do it. You'll never know who you might rub elbows with and bump into outside. I think, Ian, you started off the broadcast by saying you were once just a regular guy sitting here to the side.
Yep.
And now you're here and you're a trainer with the ZBrush team. And I think everything's possible. So that's my message. You got any final words before we kick it live? Joe Drust, any words of advice for these people as they embark on the journey?
Get ready. Have fun.
Okay. Get ready, have fun. Joseph Drust.
Yeah.
Okay. Jessica?
Just take every moment to move forward. Take things to like 80% and move forward. Think about the whole picture of what you're creating, the whole character. Because the end,
Sword and
no
sorcery
one's going to care about
is a broad
eyelashes, but they'll
subject.
certainly
Right.
care about the whole.
It's interesting because it's like, hey Ashley, thanks. Sword and sorcery is a broad subject, and it's interesting because they give you such a breadth of. Let me grab this and pull it down if I can. Which screen do I have it on? Yeah, it's this one right here. So I mean, like they've got all these different character or prompt ideas here, and I feel like they were too specific and they tried to give too many ideas instead of just being broad and let people kind of pick things that feel like energize their ideas or whatnot. Oh, there it goes. I missed the count off. But yeah, anyway, I feel like it's kind of nice to be able to take a broad idea and figure out the ideas from there. Anyway, here we go. Let's do this. I gotta fix this real quick. All right. You know what? A halfway bell. Yeah, let's go back into ZBrush and kind of make sure that I'm seeing only as much as I want to see. There we go. So now we've got that going and we can get started. Okay, so let's get my spotlight in here because I'm totally. Hey, Damien, how you doing? I want to make sure that I have. I mean, they're like, don't show your concept. I was like, I want to show my concept. It's totally dumb like that. I need to be able to work in an effective way. So let's go ahead and grab that. Say texture, add it to spotlight. Let's kind of scale it down. Here's my here's my dude. Okay, I'm gonna pull him over into the corner just so that I only have to worry about the face for right now. Get that started. We'll say turn off spotlight projection. We'll say save spotlight. Yeah, let's do this. Yeah, let's go. Let's say movie timeline. I'm gonna like really bring down their audio so that I can hear my thoughts. I can hear his laugh. Really? Oh, that's funny. All right. So let's see. Movie. Timeline show. Yeah, it's just kind of like pull this out. Oh my goodness, Louis. That's like way too intense. Okay, let me see. Let's get this going. I'm trying to decide. Thanks, Daniel. How you doing? I think I'll probably like focus way more on the sculpt itself than anything else. Let's see if we can get this lined up and ready to go. Okay, so I'm gonna say something like that. That looks good. Say movie, save. I gotta save the spotlight too, but we'll get there. Views. Say save spotlight. Oh, okay, we've already got the spotlight there. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, let's get started. Let me see. We're gonna go ahead and use clip curve and things like that today. Quite a bit. Kids, Jessica just said, kids don't realize how sharp and pointy things are. Let me see. My goodness. Joseph Dress sounds like he was like a problem child. It's kind of funny. Okay, so this is started. Let's go ahead and let's block some eyes in here. The eyes may not end up being spheres. They might end up being something more. We really hope you include a weapon. Here, I'm going to go through and try to. I had this this sculpting technique that I was using the other day that was just, you know, super subtle little movements, and so I'm going to try to imitate that some. Okay, let me see. Let's grab sphere. And then we're going to say flatten if it'll let me open it up. Okay, there we go. Flatten that bad boy. Yes. Oh, gotta turn on that local symmetry. Okay. Talking about Square Enix and Final Fantasy and stuff like that. I haven't played the new Final Fantasy games. It's been probably over 20 years since I played Final Fantasy anything. It's like somebody had. Remember, somebody had the right platform. I never had like major gaming platforms. We had an N64. We had an Atari at one point too, but that was like forever ago. um, okay, I'm gonna like split pieces out like none other. But what I want to do is I want to say let's keep, or like not face maybe, but like body. Let's. Okay, let me see. Let's say split, unmasked. They're like whoever they're highlighting right now is like way into it, like way ahead of where I'm at, and I don't know that I don't know. I'm curious to see how far I'll get to see if I can get this to be. Okay, let me see what else I can grab here. Let's grab. Oops. What are we putting in here? This is really weird. Why is that going inverted? Really weird. What is going on here? I'm gonna say, let's see if huh. That is so bizarre. That is really, really odd. Huh. Okay, that's more what I'm wanting right there. Okay, there we go. I have no idea why it wasn't working, but that was sure frustrating. It's like, come on, guys. Why isn't this working? Let me see. Who else are you guys watching? What else, what are you guys enjoying the most from what you've seen? Have you seen any cool, fun pieces come out of this stuff yet? In fact, let me see. I'm going to take these pieces. I got to make sure that Dynamesh is turned off, or else I'm going to lose a nice smooth piece here. Let's go ahead and kind of smooth that out some. Holy cow. Is that yeah, that's Farn. That's oh, what's his first name? I can't remember. Oh my goodness. Thanks, Quentin. Oh my goodness. Oh. Okay, the guy up here in the corner. Farn, Cameron Farn. He does a lot of really cool like what's it called? Like monumental sculpture and things like that. And yeah, this is looking great so far. I'm liking that one. Turn on my perspective, make sure that I'm getting things. Okay, let me see. Do something kind of like that. I know you guys can't. Bonjour, mes amis. Let's see. It's like I'm going like super, super slow. It's like I'm just doing, I didn't do any like practice sculpting. I just kind of did. I just kind of did my concept is all. So let's get this in here. There's some people that have some really cool things going on. Definitely bringing their A game. Let me say groups. Turn that off. Okay, so far it's all right. Let's see, let's grab this. Let's see what we can do with this. You know what? Here's what I'm going to do. Let's combine these. You're talking about how there are like there's a lot of courage being going into some of these pieces and seeing just how much attention to detail they're putting and things like that. Ooh, a turtle dragon. Okay, so let's come over here. Let's start working on some of these shapes here. I think that this chin definitely needs to be let me see what we can get here. Okay, that's looking kind of cool. I'm liking how that's starting to go. It's just kind of fun. Okay. Okay. So a lot of this, like this chin, is mostly just me trying to figure out. Thanks, ZBrush. Me trying to go through and think. Ça va très bien. Que bien. Si, moi aussi. Salut. Okay, let me see about getting. It's kind of funny to listen. I know this is like a super different format from what I usually have for my live streams, but okay. So let's see. I've got. Let's go ahead and kind of add some materials. Let's go ahead, MRGB color fill object. It's like I'm definitely trying to minimize what it is that I am. Oh, I need. Oh, I don't have that shape. Okay, let's do this. We'll go through and we'll say extender. Say crease, uncrease all. Wonder who's sculpting. They don't have their face on screen. It's fine. I mean, it's not a huge deal. Here, let's go ahead and we'll say color fill object. We'll just get that color in there like right away so that it's kind of already started. I better work on ears then. Oops. I gotta get more of this represented, or else I'm not gonna make it very, very far. Get this lower. Get that up, get that over. Okay, that's starting to come along. Okay, so let's go ahead and block in that beard. Oh, it's kind of interesting to kind of see the behind the scene. I think we lost the audio. Like my audio? Nah. Thanks, Quentin. Hey, Luigi. A plus, it's definitely an elf. Let's go ahead and split off this piece. Just make sure that this is let's go ahead and smooth this out a couple of times, and then we can go ahead and say geometry, delete lower. Let's make that Dynamesh now, because that'll be a little bit smoother of a shape. I don't have to smooth it out so much. Jessica. Okay, that's really funny. I don't know if you guys are hearing at all what they're saying on the main stream, but Joseph Trust is like, I go through and I screenshot people in meetings, and I'll and I'll put what's it called? I'll put their face onto the clothing in the game. That's looking better. Gosh. Yeah, let's see what's going here. It's kind of funny to listen to them. Oh boy. Okay, let's see. You know what? I should probably have that beard as part of the head. Dynamish. Okay, cool. I'm going to actually bump up to 250. Let's keep it at 128. Should be fine. Because I think one of the big things that I'm going to run into if I don't have these together is that it's going to have the issue of just getting the right fade. Hey Bella, how you doing? Let's go ahead and give these ears some depth and some volume, and then we'll kind of sculpt into it some. Let's see. let's say split this tooth out. It's just like a Lego in the middle of the night. It's kind of funny because it's like I'm listening to this and I feel like I'm just in a groove, and let's get this going. What do you guys think? So Jessica's saying that she thinks that this that this particular character that they're showing right now is the warlock because of the pose and everything. What do you guys think? Do you think that's warlock material? Hold on. Save as. Let's get this going. um, say 1. Oh, you know what? I didn't want to soften that. Let's see. What I do want to have, though, is I want to make sure that this mouth shape is more better. Okay, so I see what's happening there. It's like I've got this this ridge. I don't know. It's kind of coming out a little bit too interesting here. So let's see if we can get this to work in a way. Let's kind of get this in here. And then we're just going to kind of have to play with this mouth a little bit just to make sure that this is right, because this is definitely not quite there yet. say split hidden, so we get rid of, you know, things that aren't directly related to the head and things like that. Louis saying that he can do two things at the same time, you know, using each of his hands at the same time. It's like, what? Like, that's something else. I mean, I know I've seen like videos, right? Have you guys seen that the videos? Yeah. So what makes a warlock sinister? So for me, I'm going through and kind of continuing the story a little bit. I'm saying that like I'm taking this guy and he had an accident or whatever at some point earlier in his career when he was the scourge of the kingdoms, you know, and and it kind of just fried his brain a little bit, you know. Ooh, Ian Robinson's talking about using Z spheres to block out his to block out hair. That's really interesting. Let's go in here and let's kind of grab the paintbrush. How far are we into this? About 45 minutes. There we go. That's looking pretty good. Here, let's see if I need to get some more dark up in here into the corners. But beyond that, I want to go ahead and drag my focal shift up a little bit. Let's see if we can get some good, I'll say like painted shadow. I'm just trying to kind of add like a little bit of an AO sort of vibe and me see if I can get... Oops. Okay, let's get a little bit of that. There we go. I mean, it's starting to look good. I'm liking where it's going. The thing that I want to make sure that I do, I want to get kind of like this little break right here. Let's do this. Yeah, let's see. Let's actually do it from here. Color fill object. Way to go, Layla. Turn off my... Let me see, snake hook. /2. I'm like spending way too much time on the head, but I feel like the head is important to really nail down in order for things to feel right. Protect that one tooth at all costs. Yeah, you can save time on teeth for sure on that concept. 1000%. The beard looks cool. You like that, Quentin? I do need to go through and I might do like a rake pass or something. Nah, I don't like that. Ooh, okay, I like that a little bit. Let me see kind of how this goes. Yeah, that's kind of cool. I dig that. We'll keep it. Let's say split hidden. We'll do that. Okay, I'm liking this. Okay, so now this is done. I'm going to call that head, done for now, right? We're going to hit save. Z-spheres are good to block out hair. Got a side project. I'm in hair madness stage. I gotta actually, maybe I'll use some Z-sphere action to get the body blocked out, because, oh, you know what, I should, whatever. Not a big deal. It is a big deal. Here, let's say append Z-sphere. Turn that off. And then let's kind of bring this down. Oops. Oops. Yeah, let's go ahead. We're going to pretend like this is the right orientation for him, because that's looking pretty cool. Just kind of looking at it right now. I'll worry about making my document and things like that. He needs long nose hairs. That's really funny. Maybe not during the Sculpt-Off, but that's really funny. Okay, I'm gonna have that. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say let's put in one arm. I'll just duplicate the other arm, because that's all I need. Okay. Okay, so we got that. Oh, wow. Okay, hold on. You know what? I'm going to do this a different way. I don't like Z-spheres. I'm going to say, let's go down to adaptive skin. Make adaptive skin. Subtool. Insert skin. Oh, shoot. No. Hit preview. So here's one of the things that we got to work out is that we've got this density. This density needs to be down first. Density's not bad. I don't want Dynamesh though. There we go. That's better. Okay, so we're gonna say let's take this now. What in the world? Got the wrong one. Hold on. Subtool. Where's that button? I'm like blanking on where my button is. Okay. Delete, delete. We'll say append polymesh 3D because I know that this is working. Yeah, let's come over here, mirror, mirror and weld. I'm like spending too much time on the wrong things. Here, you know what? Let's just. I know it's a little bit scandalous to see him in this way. pull this in here. I'm gonna go ahead. Let's smooth this once, and then I'm gonna go ahead and let's boost the Dynamesh. Let's boost this up to like 32 or 64. Let's kind of see where it gets us. He needs long nose hair. Is that Twitch YouTube friendly? Oh, the body. I'm keeping it above the waist, so we'll say yes. Oh boy, they're looking at me now. Oh, he knows. Okay. Jessica's so cool. Let me see. Wizard. 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 Pew pew pew. Pew pew pew. I wouldn't. It's funny to listen to them talking. Oh, Louie. Hmm. It's kind of funny. Let me see. I'm not even like paying attention to my own chat. I was like listening to to the mainstream. thank you so much for coming and having fun. Go have fun with your meetings. Too many meetings. Hopefully this isn't like thank you so much. Yeah, he's coming along. He's definitely got a long way to go though before he's completely finished. I'm going to split off the sleeves for now just so that I can have a couple of different layers here that I can very easily manipulate. Let's say with this, we'll bring this up in there. Okay, let's see. Let's go ahead and kind of bring this down and play with that a little bit. Okay, the idea for this right now this is a lot of fun, and I'm super enjoying it. It's definitely a lot though. Yeah, let's see. Let's do this. Let's take a curved strap. You know what? Mess that up. Let's turn off that local symmetry. Let's restart this. Bring this back down. Oh, it keeps like taking my thing away. Let's do this. I gotta lock that start. Curve. Lock start. I don't need to lock the end. That's not a big deal. Nice. Yeah, I'm going to kind of cheat that bit there, I think. Let me see. Let's go ahead and let's pose these hands. I don't think I'd ever heard that. Okay, so Jessica was saying that she thinks that this current sculptor that they're highlighting is doing bigger hair, like Texas hair, and kind of like an idea of she called it Texas hair. She called it Texas hair. She said Texas hair. It's like bigger the hair, closer to God, sort of thing. I thought that was hilarious. Oh man, that's Oscar. Dang, Oscar's killing it. Way to go, dude. I hope Oscar wins this. That is tremendous. That is so, so good, dude. Ah, man, you're never going to see my stream, but man. Let's see, let's go ahead and kind of bend this over and... I kind of want to say... I just gotta try to... This will end up being a completely different... new finger. It should hopefully be a lot cleaner and look a lot nicer. How far are we into this? It's 1:58. It's at 2 o'clock. When do we have until 3:30? That is insane. It's funny because like when they first showed his stuff, it was super blobby and there was like there wasn't a whole lot of understanding of what's going on and what direction he'd be going. But oh my goodness. Wow. Yeah, it's like I come to play my own game. I come just to play, really. But it's absolutely insane to see these sorts of here we go. We're gonna take this. What'd you say? Oh, it smells delicious. I didn't even see her come up or hear. I guess I was too distracted by what's going on the screen. Ah, c'est la vie. Okay, let me see if I can, like, I'll turn my mic off for a minute. I'll switch over to their sound so that you guys can hear them.
We're back live in the flesh. You can see that. Reach out and touch someone. I'm here in the flesh. This is not online anymore. And we're going to be here for 3 days. Again, the ZBrush Summit, the 10th anniversary. This is the 10th anniversary Sculpt-Off, and we are really excited. The halfway mark, for me, demonstrates that these people, yes, in fact, you're all right. They all have done their homework.
They're bringing it.
They are really bringing something, because I'm looking still at the screen, and I'm watching this Alvaro Angus character come alive, and some of the others that really knocked my socks off.
Oh,
I
yeah.
just can't wait to see the end.
I know, it's going to be amazing. I'm also going to throw this out to the chat, too.
What's happening in the chat now?
You know, just want to let, because there's so many contestants this time.
Right.
Gosh,
There's
there
so
are.
many. So if anyone in the chat sees one that's like, they're like excited to show off, post it in the chat, you know.
That's
like,
a great
Tell
point.
us who it is you
Yeah,
want
cool.
to see.
I've got it
Great
on my
point.
phone. Like, I've got the chat just like running
Perfect.
as like
Yeah.
a backup for the
Yeah,
computer, but-
exactly. So, you know, we're trying to look at, because everyone is doing amazing.
Yeah, there's a lot.
I have another dragon one on my screen right now that
Really?
it's just, this one is like,
Over to you, Ian Robinson, our mobile correspondent.
yeah. Like this one is like, they're working on wings right now.
Wow,
But they have
that
a
is
whole
something.
base and they have a pose that's already
Guys, look
locked
at that.
in. So
That was
really,
90 minutes?
And
Yeah.
wings.
Look at this.
Ooh, wing
What is the name of this
anatomy.
person?
How many spines are they choosing to
Yeah.
on their wings?
What's the name on this
for?
one?
Matt. I'm so
It's fine, it's
I
fine.
Or
do
butterfly
terrible.
bat.
Let's do the
Matt
full
what?
track.
Matt,
Guys, this is Matt.
Divatro.
Devatro? Okay, Matt Devatro.
Sorry if I butchered that. I'm
Whatever.
terrible with names. I'm so sorry.
But
yeah,
sounds
it's
great.
amazing what's going on here.
I love that it's less bat and more like insect kind of vibe with
wild.
the spines. It's really beautiful, kind of butterfly.
Yeah.
Digging it.
I also like too that they are just laying down clay and they're really focused on the shapes, and then they zoom out and then they take a
it's
look at it,
served.
then they zoom back in, apply some more zoom out. They're not focused on any type of
Right.
like tertiary forms. They're just like, yeah, get the shape in there, see if, and move on. And I love that approach.
You know what else? Look in the top corner on the left there. You got your thumbnail. Little known and
So
maybe not
smart.
so oftentimes used
Honestly,
tool.
I don't use it, and I'm learning a
Preferences.
lesson right now.
Click on the Preferences tab.
I love
Find your
it.
way down to the
Yeah.
bottom of the Preferences tab, and you
Preferences.
too can
Bottom.
thumbnail. with the
Thumbnail
best of
that
them.
shit.
Also to be found inside of there is your handy-dandy quick save.
Oh, well.
Set the slider to whatever you need, up to 600 minutes.
Yeah.
It's really taken over, hasn't it?
Yes, I love it. It's great.
I'm
No,
inside the
anytime I
Z-
press control, I'm going to hear your voice.
Jesus, that's scary. Let's take a look. We're going to go through the... Oh, man, I have got one for Jessica.
Do you?
This one is just for you. From one friend to another. Here we go.
Show
We're
me the
making it around to
goods.
this one. This is all
Better
ears.
have pointy ears.
All ears. All
Oh,
ears all
that's
the time.
lovely.
Isn't she lovely?
No, but really.
My goodness, this is beautiful. Look at that. I like the demeanor of the mouth.
Yeah.
There's a character in that.
Well,
Isn't it like this?
anatomy.
Like, you almost want to hear the voice like this. I guess if they've got no mustard, we'll have to use the ketchup. And take a good look.
I mean, elves
yes.
being snooty is a
Very,
common.
If there's
stereotype.
no mustard, we'll have to use the ketchup.
Oh, I suppose I have to group with a barbarian for this, if I must.
So be it, if I must.
You know, having cannon fodder with you is a smart choice.
Simpletons, all of them.
However, their activities after the dragon raid are leaving much to be desired.
Let me talk about after. Let me talk about after events on Saturday night.
Ooh.
On Saturday night,
She'll
if
be
you
there with
if
wine.
you have the courage to show up, there will be a party, an after party, here with the many thousands of people that are going to find their way. Now I've invited the entire universe.
Please, I mean, open invite, right?
10th anniversary. You don't want to miss it.
Come hang out.
This is the time. Come on and dance and sing and
Nerd
Coyote
out
gonna
about
be there?
sculpt.
say again.
Yep.
Coyote.
Coyote going to make it. Yeah, absolutely. Coyote. I've already talked to him this morning. Coyote's coming for the photo ops with the people late at night, howling
Really
at the
are coming
moon.
in costume.
Full moon. Full moon all day long.
Zebra pants.
All the zebras. Full stuff. The whole
plus.
thing. Social and the media.
You know that is like a motivational factor for a lot of folks.
100%.
Oh, it is, 100%.
Yeah,
Type-
they're like
That's why I'm here.
selfie with.
Absolutely. Absolutely. He's going to be here in the flesh. We're going to invite him. Saturday night is his kind of thing. So we'll get it done. But look at this work that's being done
I
here.
like that. So we were talking about hair approaches.
What do you call this? What do you
The
call
ruff?
this? The ruffle?
Well, it could be like an Elizabethan color, which is a ruff.
Yeah.
Right? Or it's a high color. It's kind of petaled like. So elves always have kind of like nature as inspiration for
Okay.
art. And so it feels very like bloom, leaves, petals.
It's beauty.
But yeah, it's kind of an
This is the second
Elizabethan ruff.
one of those we've seen too,
Yeah?
because we had the other character with the hair over the hidden elf.
You know,
hair.
high collars, we ought to bring them back for real life. Like capes, too. I mean, you're cold. Why do you need a jacket? You wear a
Wear a
cape.
cape. I like that.
Now you're talking.
Yeah.
Louis,
You're like, I've already
start it.
got my stellar robe.
Just put
You,
one of them
you want
robes.
the hood.
I got the hood right here.
Ooh.
I got all the hood you need. Look at this thing right here.
Well, like also having a bit of
come
a
from the hood.
stiffening like fabric underneath so it can be kind of
Look at this
like
thing.
sinister
Got a
and
second.
billowing without
I'll give you a
covering
sinister. Just
eyes.
give me a second here.
Let
Get all the
Louis
back
get
of-
into,
Thing smells like vinegar.
Yeah.
is that how you cleaned it last time?
Nah, man.
I mean, it's a choice.
I got the blood
A
out.
choice, yeah. It's making it.
Let's take a good look right here. All right. How's that? Like this,
Well, it's-
maybe?
Are you cold? Is
The
that
people
what?
to reference.
Not cold.
A little cold. I got a
Yeah.
little cold.
Yeah.
That's why I got the
You
beanie.
look like the dungeon master right now.
Yeah, you just need like
I am the dungeon master!
globe
You
right
could
in
talk
front
like
of you.
that?
No, you can talk however you want to talk. You're creating the world in which these characters
You should have
inhabit.
totally been a dungeon master.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I
could
am
totally
the
get you a
dungeon
screen.
master.
Yeah.
So what happens
Now,
next?
the great challenge for the ZBrushers around the world. Pull your ears.
flip into this
Pull
and be like,
your ears as far as you possibly can. Use the move brush. Move topological brush to stretch those polygons without distortion. Pull them using the move brush. You too can increase the detail in the ear region
He is a
by
wizard.
using the damn
He is.
standard brush. Tone down the intensity found up front so that you don't pierce through. You may also want to go into brush and turn on auto masking, backface masking.
All the time.
Always.
With regularity. Auto
By default.
with regularity.
By default. Good enough?
Sometimes you want
Is it good?
Yeah, no, you were great.
Is that what they sound like in the basements?
I appreciate the
Sometimes.
sinister element to offering sage advice, because then people might not take it.
Right?
Yeah.
They'll
My
be like,
only
"I think
letdown
he's
at this
leaving."
point is that it wasn't branded with the ZBrush logo.
You could make that happen
you
for
could make that
happen.
year 11.
Year 11, or just go out into the parking lot, take a stencil, and
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
go street.
Graffiti style? That'd be amazing.
Yeah, just have,
Right.
yeah.
Flacco lives!
Love it.
What about if someone had showed up and done a luchador like Elf?
I am not one to hamper anyone's creativity.
Justin and I are smiling at each other. Who knows? Somewhere in the annals of this,
There may be one. We just may not have
There's
got
haven't
to.
seen it yet.
I mean, there's a lot
230
of
folks
yeah.
sculpting wonderful, beautiful things.
We may have
Someone
one
change-
somewhere.
They do an about face and suddenly there's like Nacho Elf. Right? With the lucha mask. Oh, God.
I'm not
Please
your
do. What? Look at this. Well, what is this all about right here? Did you know that inside of that gizmo, you've
We
got a
have
whole
one.
myriad of deformers.
Oh, yeah.
Here we see them on display, live and on the screen for all the people at home to see it. Look at this. Can you still see it? Look at that. Here's your
Ooh.
deformer
Yeah, there you
menu.
go.
Look at. Thank you for
Oh,
calling it up
yeah.
on cue. My God, it's like I contrived this.
Back to our elves.
You were.
I am the
Thank you for
overlord.
doing this for me. Thank you.
It's like this one's just Ian over there. He's sculpting away.
So good.
Oh yeah, sorry.
You know, briefly, I was like, what if I had my laptop and it was like, meow, meow, meow.
That's an inside job if I ever heard one, right?
Yeah, yeah. Be like, oh, taking notes? Mhm.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
I just wanted to tell you, all three of you, I'm having the time of my life. This is actually quite ridiculous that I get to do this for a living. I just want to thank you for being here. Thanks
this
for coming
for a
all this way.
Thursday.
Thanks for being here.
Yeah,
Thanks for coming all this way.
Thursday, yeah.
Thanks to the
Love it.
people at home. Thanks to all the ZBrushers that have continued to make this a thing for 25 years.
Oh, my
Thanks to the
gosh.
people watching for 10 years. And thanks to the people trying this.
Just rolled a 6. That's how much fun we're having.
And yeah, and for the first time, here we are.
check to see if we're having fun.
Look right here.
Super.
You rolled a 6 out of 6.
Well done. 6 out of 6.
We're running a 6 right here. I'm from the 6.
I
That's
should
a
have
whole
given
other
him
thing.
a more, like a D12.
Oh please.
Give him a D12, see what he come up with. What is
It's
it,
the
12?
dodecahedron.
I'm going to roll first. Hold on.
You've converted me into doing more D&D just in the short time.
Honestly,
Like
so if
two
you don't have a group that you can roll with straight away, like Baldur's Gate or any of those old school D&D based games.
Oh yeah, we're
'cause,
talking
like,
after this for sure.
Yeah, no, I'm full geek out on this stuff. It's so much fun. But like hanging out with your friends and creating a story together with characters. To be fair, I'm the player that sits and draws the whole time because I'm so immersed in like what's happening. I love it. I have like little like mini comics of like
wow.
what's
Stuff.
happening. I love it.
I would love to see that.
I can show you some incredibly nerdy things that I do
So
in my
cool.
spare time.
Mini comics are so sweet. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
You know, speaking of mini
in the
comics,
context of the game I just played, that you,
can
weren't
no,
part
really.
of.
Some of these people might find this useful for later when they're rendering. As
Ooh.
now we've got 1 hour and 17 minutes left.
Oh my gosh,
I might want to
it's
talk about it for a
flying.
second. Do you know that in the material tab over here, if you click on the material and you just click on this little divider, double click on it, you go into the material section there, and you can change some of the parameters.
Oh.
And you can achieve some really great things with posterized, for instance.
Oh.
And also the outline, so you can
Yeah.
really transform.
So really
something
turning
like
it
an
into that line art.
illustration. You made me think about drawing.
Yeah.
Dude, if someone does
saying.
an old school freaking tabletop book style
Right?
Yeah,
illustration
that'd be cool.
render from this, I would a little bit scream.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
You may
I would
actually go
love
for a
it
print.
so much.
You might want to print.
Those, yeah.
Let's find some more people
Everybody's
here.
doing cool stuff. I love their characters.
I'm kind of jealous I don't get to compete in it.
Well, you can tomorrow. You can just do like a little for funsies tonight and share it. It's like, I love
But
this
that wouldn't
so
bring
much.
us any closer to the hardware.
Yeah. I got.
No, you're not allowed to get the hardware.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not allowed to have the hardware.
You're denied.
I shot myself
That's
in
cheating.
the foot. That's like a lifetime shot. in
What
the
would
foot,
you
right?
compete under?
Yep,
Bluey
that's a-
Tucci?
Like,
Louis Tucci. I love it.
okay.
That'd be another good Halloween costume right there.
You know what? That would be actually that's the ZBrush challenge. That's the biggest ZBrush challenge of all.
How do you hide?
Bluey Tucci.
Russ, check this out. I compete as someone else, and no one finds out it's me.
Can you
That's the win.
imagine?
That's the win. Shave the face, cut the hair, fake nose.
Well, Charlie Chaplin
Talking a little bit
competed
like
in like a lookalike contest and lost. So
There you go.
Like
See?
you have to
you could
accept
lose.
the potential.
The trouble would be that people would wonder where I was and why I wasn't
They're
involved.
like, normally Louis really
He's sick.
involved in this.
He's ill.
What happened?
was injured.
You've done this while feeling rough.
But we could do a live feed, like a fake live feed from a hospital bed and say, I'm sorry I couldn't be
Ooh.
there.
We film.
Ooh, yeah, it's probably too dark.
We
think so?
green screen you. You've already done like zany nonsense, and we just roll with it, improv style.
Yeah.
I'm on
Hovering.
Safari?
No, we're gonna
Where do
get-
you put me? I
We're
mean,
gonna get a
what's...
whole like hologram of you
Hologram
on
Lou-
stage.
And just make it like it's just
that's
happening.
Yeah.
Ew, I
we-
wanna
you never know. I mean, the-
I could not compete with these people at the level that they're at this level right now. What I'm seeing here on this feed is just par excellence for under 3 hours to be doing this kind of work. I don't even want to compete with these people. I cannot compete with these people. They love it, and I love that they love it, so I want to be here to promote them and put them on the pedestal. Anybody else got something for us? Ian Robinson is salivating over there. He's looking at something with some color in it. I can
Yeah, this
peek
one
over the
has
screen.
color. This
Come
one's
on down.
nice. This one's done by Ryan.
Oh, wow.
And he has some color on there. He's
Hey,
working
Ryan.
on this weapon earlier. It looks like a bow and arrow. Yep.
I like the fit of his headset. Look at that.
Oh yeah,
That
he's,
microphone.
he's
Holy
focused
smoke.
for sure. But I like the fact he's working in color. It's like, so even though the colors is just generic flat color, it's still really telling a story of like what's going on, separating the clothing and the weaponry.
Yeah.
It's letting me focus in a little bit more. And the flow.
Layers is
Yes.
key there. When you're making a costume, it is all about the layers. The more layers you add on, even if you're like, I'm going to add 10 belts. There's a reason 10 belts is like a trope in costuming. It freaking looks cool. Look at her.
Yep.
She's like, I'm going to shoot some
Oh, wow.
videos.
Yeah.
Whoa, what just happened there? I was
And
like,
the
1
long
second.
hair, color coded, they're ready. Gosh, for the 1 hour and 45 minutes into their character, they're so much.
Yeah, that's
like
fire.
you do look at production timelines, and it's like, okay, I've got like 3 days for mesh, for the, this is bananas ask, and people are stepping up.
Yep. Absolutely.
I got one with pumpkins.
Pumpkins.
Are you kidding me,
Grass.
really?
Oh, but we just saw.
The pre-pumpkin challenge.
Oh yeah.
Gosh, that's cool. Also, I love that they're using antlers for the bow handles. Very elf choice to, recycle your kills in new and special ways.
I also like the way they did. I also like the way that they did the actual feathering on the arrow.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because
That's really neat.
You're looking at it on your screen. and
Yeah,
it's
we're
kind of a
far
distance.
I know
over
it's a
here.
little bit hard to see, but there is some nice gradiency. It's like it's
Oh.
white in the center of it, and then
Uh-huh.
it gradients out to like this kind of orangish,
Ooh.
bluish, greenish color. It has some nice tones to it. So
I can see that.
They're already
Yeah.
thinking about like color composition for this character. It's also really helpful, like seeing the differences between.
I think I have a weapon.
What?
I have a weapon being made, I think.
oh,
This
let's
might be the
see.
same one we're kind of looking at.
I think
What
someone's
is-
working on a handle of some kind for a weapon. It
Yeah,
looks like.
that's the same one.
Is it really?
Yeah, you can
Nope,
pull
it's
it up.
different.
It's different? Oh,
Yep.
we got two handles.
Oh, wow. Okay,
I at least
cool.
could,
Me
like,
and Joseph Dress are on the sync level
Okay,
right
but
here.
like check out our screen because this is like such a delightful.
Look at this thing. Sorry, we'll get to you next.
No, it's
I
fine.
don't control these things.
I don't
Please
judge.
don't be upset with me. I don't handle these things. It's not me.
It's a snake.
Is it a snake head?
It looks like
It does look like a snake head handle.
Does look like it, yeah.
When I was a kid, my mom had the creepiest ring. She'd wear this like gold snake around her pinky. It's like with a
that's
ruby.
rad as hell.
Was she from Wheel of Time? Was she an Aes Sedai?
Ooh, you know what? This could be like a wizard
I don't know.
stuff.
She just had this thing. She probably still has it. I should start wearing it.
Yeah,
That'd
you
be kinda
should.
that would be creep too, right?
It's
If I
not
start
creepy, it's cool as
I don't think
hell.
it'll fit me. I mean,
To be fair, I wear like anything that's like
could
cool
necklace it.
sculpts as like a piece of jewelry. Of course, a lot of the ZBrush summits, I've met some wonderful artists that are selling jewelry of their sculpts.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
Getting to wear somebody's sculpted art is so
Oh, yeah.
dang cool. Ooh, look at this.
Yeah, this one's cool.
So it's like water elemental with like some snake vibes. And I think what they had just been creating is their wizard staff.
this is a hit. Ian Robinson was the one who was basically in my ear about this. He says, we need to have elementals. I said, okay.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
we put them
Which
in
is
here.
this is a great topic.
And we
Very
say
important.
but we got 4 elementals, I believe. Fire, wind.
Yeah.
Well, let me say it. Earth, wind, and fire.
Yeah.
Earth, wind, I had to get away with that one. Earth, wind, and fire. And a little bit of water.
A lot of folks are choosing water, though.
Yeah.
To be fair, a visual representation. To be fair, visual representation of like water And wind might be the same in a sculpture, but then how you render it in the end is really going to tell you
Really,
the difference.
Yeah, fire seems more complex.
I wouldn't be trying to mess with the fire
mess
right
with
now.
fire.
Not with
I bet
this
you
kind
we've
of-
got like 3 artists that are attempting fire.
I'll be all about that water, all about them
Yep,
rocks. You know, all about coyote. What?
I
Fire
feel
need
like
those,
we've
like,
got an
angles
earth
in it.
elemental
The-
up on our screen. Or a troll.
It might be a troll. I think
This is good stuff.
Because the troll, the character description talked about the kindness of the troll.
Oh,
And this character is
looks
quite-
very kind.
Yeah, he does.
I could smash one of those bottles of water just hanging out right there on that chair. You want to throw me one of those guys? Just toss it at
The
me.
little
I don't
baby
even care.
ones.
Just toss me one of them
They're
guys.
talking quite a
Give
bit.
it a toss.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Not even.
Oh, that was pretty good,
That was a
actually.
good toss.
worked.
Thank you.
Yeah. We almost got another belding.
That's right.
Bring the bell. No, I'm kidding. This is cool. What do we got? A pumpkin patch here?
Yeah, there's
I love
pumpkins.
it.
There's
Also-
butterflies.
Yep,
It looks like
Butterflies.
What is going on here?
like
This-
fiber mesh.
sword.
fused.
He's not just making a character. He's
like a
also
whole
making a
this.
full
diorama.
environment.
Ah, very nice reveal. He's got the armor.
Is that butterfly?
I think it is.
That is so cool.
That's really
Well,
a
the
cool
character
concept.
description for the troll was like, thoughtful, gentle
Yeah, exactly.
gentle giant kind of a thing,
Yep.
Yes, you got it. And here we have it. That's a really nice color as well. I like that kind of orangey, mustardy orange color against that blue that's just being framed in there. It makes me feel like really calm about it in a certain way.
Yeah.
Maybe he's got the sword stuck in the ground. He's trying to pull it out, or
No, I think it's just in the ground.
just stuck in there. Pretty neat.
Well, it'd be really interesting to see where it goes because I'm already getting a story out of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's
And that's the
like emotion in
Yeah.
their characterization.
100%. That's really telling a story.
I love it.
yeah.
Doesn't seem like the kind of guy to carry a sword. It's kind of fascinating.
He only
That
carries a sword if he
juxtaposition.
has to.
Ah,
Like
No
tries
choice.
to resolve things peacefully first, consider nature, tries to talk you out of it, but then can be roused in
and I'll bust you up.
and then F your shit.
Wow, look at that. So now we've got a little more.
It's kind of funny. I have, you know what? I gotta lower their volume too, so that I don't hear it as much. I lost track of what I was going to say. Just gonna try to like tighten that up a little bit. Oh, I thought I had more banana left. Oh well. I have cookies. Cookies.
You can attest to this as well. Sometimes we're developing features and we think, oh, they'll use it like this, and then
Yeah.
suddenly somebody does something with it.
Totally
and you're
different,
like,
yeah.
my
Totally
God, I would never
sideways.
have thought of them doing it.
That's
So
part of the thing I really
reciprocation.
always greatly enjoyed about ZBrush is because there's multiple ways to do things, and you could explore and like find ways to do things that were never done before.
Exactly. Yeah. It's about being an artist and
Yeah.
creating and
Things,
letting
and just
that
using what you have and trying
Exactly.
to, yeah.
Yep.
That's
and you
why the
never know how
community is so
somebody's going
valuable.
to use a tool. You know, I find it a lot, especially just, you know, being on the training team and showcasing, having the privilege to go to these studios and say, hey, you know, this is a new tool, and then immediately watch all these artists' eyes light up and be like, you know what, actually, let me try this and try that. And then I take all that feedback. I'm like, so they did 20 things we didn't think about, but it's so cool to see it. So, yeah, I love watching these different approaches and, you know, just seeing how someone thinks through their sculpture approach.
All right, we got one on our screen.
Oh, go for it. That feedback that we get from community members, that's the strength of the ZBrush Central Forum for all these years, over 25 years at this point. I think, you know, to be honest with you, that feedback is instrumental in helping us to push and promote even more articulate features and take it even further, you know? So here we are, again. Joe, what is this? What's happening?
So this is it's a golem, and there's 2 owls. So they got the one owl in the nest and his little baby on his thumb.
Ian Robinson, take a good long look at this.
Wow.
Wowie.
Mr. Matt Patnode with a baby owl.
Then you have the gigantic
cool.
golem.
Yep.
Matt is nailing it here. He's got
he's waving.
Hi, Matt.
Hello.
that patented owl. That patented owl look there.
That's so cute.
Yeah,
Didn't know I could do that.
Lots going on there, too. I like that they already have the leaves of the tree painted.
Yeah.
You can definitely distinguish what's going on. So you just even color in the right spot, even if it's not a lot. It's enough to know what's happening, so you can.
You know what that does to me over the years, seeing people do these things and being in a position of teaching people, obviously, what it does is it really drives narrative and also gives the artist energy. So if you have to add like a splash of color from time to time onto something and just to push yourself into that space of thinking like that thing or thinking about that thing in that space, really about getting into the head. It's easier to get into the headspace of designing that when you apply like maybe even a splash of color on something or distinguish a material, for instance. I used to do that a lot, like say, go from basic material and just add like a blend on something else, just to give you that kind of, I can see it. You can start to feel, you know what I mean, Joseph? Like you start to feel like the end of the road is there. You're like, I'm making progress. This is not like for naught.
Yeah, and then for a lot of stuff I do, it's those sign-off, those checks. Like, okay, this is good, and that's what keeps me going through the entire mesh. Like, so it's finding those little bits and pieces that you can like finalize off, even if it's just like a color change. And then that allows you to move on. Like, feel like you're progressing and not going backwards.
Like if you've got a pouch, for instance, because, you know, at some point or other, people are going to start throwing a bunch of accoutrements and accessories onto these things. If you get a pouch of some kind, Ian Robinson, and you have like you're looking at it and you think, okay, well, I've got it constructed. The topology's fine. I subdivided it. I've thrown some texture on it. It's going to be this big on this figure because I'm going to 3D print this thing. It's done. It's time to move on.
Time to move on, yeah.
You know, so you don't get into that kind of space of artistic fatigue by thinking about it so much. So that's your tip of the afternoon for the second part of the ZBrush Sculpt-Off.
It is likely how anyone is achieving such great things in a 3-hour time limit.
Oh, yes.
Is they're like, and apply color and go.
Yep.
Although I love this little off. Well, so the owls are necessary for this guy because he's this gentle, guardian-ish kind of character, I think. I just
little baby owls. Look
like
at
taking care of something. Oh, it's a
turn my
druid.
sound back on.
I think might be the gentle one, I think.
Yeah.
Is that what you guys are looking at over there? You got another one?
No,
No. This we're watching.
If you guys would rather have their sound on too, let me know. Because I'll probably get quite quiet going through here and kind of sculpting on things now. But yeah, should be fun. Hopefully, from the rest of the way out. It's a little bit too strong. I'm just trying to find like little ways to make this a little bit more appealing. Right now, there's some shapes that I'm not super fond of yet. So it's just a matter of going through and kind of playing with it. I'm going to add some effects to this brush. Make it so it's a little bit more interesting. Perfect. Let's go ahead and give it a little bit more life to those cheeks, to that nose. Just gonna try to like do a little bit of like enriching. Let's go ahead and let's try to see what we can get in here. I didn't get to see what it is that they were doing. Of course, I guess nobody else did either. Here we go. We're going to take this. It's kind of like, well, let's see. I'm going to see about using, I've got to get the rest of his body done and things like that. It's 2:30. I've got an hour left. Let me see. Got an hour left. Finish my cookies too.
Yeah, let's get him up here.
Hammy got a bronze sculpture for participating. Now let's not get too crazy. I want to make sure everybody hears this at home. This is the grand prize winner. Step into the lights here. This is the grand prize winner from last year, and this is the piece that was created in bronze, based on the ZBrush work. I'm going to be very delicate,
be very gentle,
because they're not paying me enough to pay for the repair on this. And at the same time, I don't want anything to happen to it because it's lovely and articulate and very gentle and delicate. And this is this is the piece now revealed for the very first time.
Whoa!
We have Hammy's piece.
Wow, that
Angel
is
Mesa,
beautiful.
Angel Mesa and the members of the American Foundry, the American Art Foundry. We have them here. What? Are we mic'd up?
Come over there.
Come over here. Yeah.
Come on over. Yeah.
So I want the handheld real quick. Give me the handheld. Come on up. Yeah, please. Come on, Angel Mesa. Let's take a good look at it next to the heart. That is one. Can we get a round of applause again in the studio audience? Thank you very much.
Cool.
Yeah,
How are you?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay,
It's
so
a lot of fun to have.
yeah, let me introduce you here. Okay, so tell us how many hours of work went into the making of the bronze, real quick, for the American Foundry.
Yeah, basically, I'm Angel Mesa, and I represent American Fine Arts Foundry. You can see the logo right here.
AFA.
AFA Foundry, yeah. In Burbank, California.
Campeón.
Yeah, in Burbank. Yeah.
The process to produce these bronze sculptures probably takes an average about 20 hours if you would summarize all the time that it gets to get to the finished casting. As you guys know, you guys are experts in ZBrush.
Thank you.
I don't speak ZBrush,
Okay.
but it's Foundry.
Yeah.
So technically, we had to start with the creation of Hammy. We had to bring the digital file that he provided us to bring it to a three-dimensional physical world. And by doing that, we technically need to 3D print a copy, and then that 3D print needs to be treated with the process that is called lost wax process. In this case, we're gonna change the terms, and we're gonna consider it to be the lost print process.
Lost print process.
love that.
Can I ask a favor here? Hammy, I want to shake your hand and say congratulations again on behalf of all of us before we get any deeper. You did an amazing job last year of winning. You did the first thing that is the most difficult thing, which was you put yourself out there and you tried to compete in the first place. How do you feel?
I feel fine. But, I wasn't really thinking about competing in the first place. A buddy of mine, shout out to Adam Beardall, character artist at id Software. I'm a character artist at Tripwire. But anyway, he told me, I told him, if you do it, I do it. So he competed.
You're like enablers for one another. I have friends like that too in some parts of the world. I try to stay away from those cities.
But yeah, so when I was... So I didn't even look at the rules until 15 minutes before.
Come on, this is a guy after my. Can I put my arm around you?
No.
Basically guilty by association, right?
Association.
I was
Well
like,
said.
I'm like, okay, what do I have to do? I'm like, oh, I have to put that little sticker on my feed. Okay. I grabbed that. I test streamed the stream like 10 minutes before.
Jeez.
Like last minute Larry,
You're
never
like
mind
living on
Hammy.
the edge,
He's
man.
hamming it up.
I did not know I was going to compete.
Okay.
So I was like floundering on it. But then when Adam told me he was doing it, so I'm like, if you do it, I do it. So I'll do it. And then I was like, okay, I'm not going to win, so I'm just going to go all in, totally
Try your best.
asymmetrically.
Right.
Well, not even trying my best. I was just playing with it. And then I'm like, okay, now I had a vision like halfway through.
Okay.
And then I'm like, okay, I'm going to pull out a leg here. It was all from a cylinder, I think.
That's amazing.
And so I'm just like,
It's a testament to the power of ZBrush.
yeah, exactly.
Let me ask
I
you a
love
question while we have you up here. Do you mind? Can we grab this piece and show it as well?
that. Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah,
I'm
we
going to
can
take
grab
this.
that.
This has
Oh,
two.
you're
wow, that's
brave in
heavy.
that, eh?
This has got two. This has got two heads. It's interactive
Wow.
piece here.
Yeah.
I put it in the light here.
That's awesome.
It's got two heads. Yeah, clap for the man at home. They're smashing the like button. Pretty amazing. Okay, you hold on to this one because you're helping with the fabrication. That's the mask right there. Let me ask you a question. Inquiring minds want to know, how did you discover ZBrush? What was the first time you experienced this?
So
this medium?
I was actually in 8th grade. There was I think there was a ZBrush Summit talk.
Okay.
I think it was the first ZBrush Summit. Or the second.
First ZBrush Summit.
The first or second ZBrush Summit came up on my YouTube since I wanted to go to Gnomon or something.
Okay.
Never did, but that's another story.
Well, wait a minute. You're here now. You're here now. I guess you've gone to Gnomon.
I know. But yeah, so I saw it. I'm like, I got to play with that because I wanted
Wait,
to
so
get
you saw it at school?
no, I saw it on the internet.
Oh, sorry, on the internet. You were
Yeah,
a
just
student,
on you-
and you just happened to see the feed.
I was always an artist, playing with clay, drawing, painting, all that fun stuff. Still do. I still do all that stuff. But then, when I first saw ZBrush, I think it was, how old am I? 15 years ago.
Yeah.
No, 12 years I've been using ZBrush. So it wasn't even during ZBrush Summit. I think there was just a tutorial online about it. And then I was like, that's the way I want to model. Because before I was like in Blender 2.5 and I did not understand the UI or anything.
And you found your way over to the dark side in the pleasure country.
Yeah, and then I went to ZBrush. I'm like, everybody complains about how unintuitive ZBrush is. To me, it came almost naturally.
So you had an immediate draw to it.
Immediate draw, playing with it like it's digital clay, smushing and stretching the sphere that comes up in ZBrush. I'm like,
you loved it.
I loved it. Love at first sight. It was crazy.
Me too. And I'm so glad to hear you say that because after all these years, these are the spoils of victory for you. An incredible bronze sculpture. Again, I want to thank the American Fine Art Foundry and the entire team there, Angel Mesa.
That's awesome.
I want to thank you, Hammy, for participating and demonstrating what can happen when you put yourself out there and try. And on behalf of myself and the entire ZBrush team, I think we're really grateful for the continued love affair you have.
And you know, Hammy is making it sound so easy that I promise that for next year, I'm going to be an expert in ZBrush as well.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna have two experts.
Stick around, yeah.
One,
We're
expert
trying.
in Foundry and expert in ZBrush. Because
Perfect.
he's making it sound so easy that I think I can learn it.
Okay.
No, you got it.
I
Yeah,
appreciate
you're
that.
talking to trainers here, so we have your back. Don't worry.
So before you go, I'm going to sit so you guys can stand right beside me here. I want to say something very important. Okay, this is for you to take with you when you go, though. I don't want to lose that. What's going to happen is that this is not the first of its kind. It won't be the last of its kind. And I wish you the great success in moving forward. And this time we're going to crown another champion, and we're going to get back to the Sculpt-Off. So thanks for coming. Thanks for being with us. We're going to get back to the live action here with these guys. You guys can enjoy and watch live.
I believe we're going to be seeing you guys on Saturday. Chris and myself are going to be here making a presentation for the Foundry.
Yeah.
So you're going to see me again on
That's
Saturday.
right. You can say that. We're not going to spoil
sure.
any surprises. We'll see you again. I'll see you again on Saturday. And the
Saturday,
rest of the
perfect.
people at home will be smashing the like button. And now they're going to get a little closer to the bronze.
Exactly. We're going to explain the whole Foundry process, how to bring digital creation to the physical world.
I can't wait.
That's
It's one of my favorite things.
Perfect.
Okay,
Yeah.
wonderful. Thank you so much. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hammy,
sit right
wanted
there.
to take a seat right
Yeah, you
next
can
to
stay
you.
right up
Hey,
there.
there's
Just
a
sit right
chair
up there.
here. What's up, man?
He's got a
How you
mic.
doing?
Hey, dude, great to see you
Yeah.
again. I
What
saw
time
you at
do you
Monster
like?
Palooza.
We did.
I know,
You
it's-
see me again at,
Yep.
Just
at Lightbox.
your art
Gonna see
in
a
real
lot of
life.
you, man. That's awesome, dude.
Let's hold on a minute. Let's pull back. That's a good point. Probably a billion people at home want to know, how do you feel seeing something that you made inside of ZBrush come to not only just get 3D printed, but
in
then
bronze, yeah.
cast in bronze? I mean,
Yeah.
this is a monumental item. How do you feel?
Well, in bronze, this is the first time, but I've been doing large-scale 3D printing for a little over 6 years now.
Okay.
It's going to be that's pretty fun. Actually, if you can hand me that nice little thing, I brought a little gift.
We don't have a studio audience. We have some people that are here helping us
like
make this a
hanging.
reality. Yeah, oh wow.
Woo!
Oh, good look.
Fun little face.
Yeah.
Now I want to hold it.
It was
Whoa.
a quick sculpt that I did for a little magnet that I was giving out at
Oh,
Monster.
dude, I love
yeah,
this
yeah.
guy.
It's
You
an
kidding me?
Innsmouth face, right? You can see a little.
I
fish
love it.
face in him.
I love it.
Oh,
yeah,
Hold that
doing
straight
stuff
that way
over there.
in the light.
Cthulhu.
Oh,
That's
Yeah,
so cool.
Let's hold that up
Primer
right
gray
there.
shows up really well
It
on
does.
camera.
Yeah.
Turn it towards me a little bit. Yeah.
There we go.
There you go. All right.
There you go. Yeah, look
Yeah.
at
The
that.
Creep Fest.
Man, I love that. That is
You
awesome.
might as
like
well
when I
turn
first
my own sound back on now. Hey sis, how you doing? Yeah, I'm getting pretty close on this guy. I mean, he's got a lot to go, but I mean, let's say multiple edge loops, keep polygroup, something like that, and that should be fine. That should be fine. It's like I gotta go through and kind of sculpt out these sleeves. I gotta add in that staff too. let's go through, do something like this. Let's delete lower, mirror and weld. Let's not mirror and weld. We'll just keep it, I guess. I'm just trying to like fake the hollowness of the sleeve, try to see what I can get in here. Maybe what I'll do, I've got this interesting color coming in here. I want to try playing with a little bit of this, getting kind of like a gradient in here, just so that it doesn't feel like it's like a perfect. And get a little bit of like an orange or something kind of splashing in here. I just really want to get something of a range of color so it doesn't stay. Okay, that's looking pretty cool. Okay, where are we at? Okay, we got about like 40 minutes. Okay, big thing that I'm wanting to do here, let's kind of start playing around with this, get this to be right. I do want this to be a little bit more curved in that sort of direction so that I get a little bit more of like I'll say a livelier, friendlier sort of expression. I feel like this makes him feel a little bit more alert. this. Let's get this a little bit more saturated. Shiboba, that's a cool name. I'm liking how that's looking quite a bit better. Let's kind of pull this around, something like that. Oh, that's looking epic. Oh my goodness. Yeah, like I definitely did not put as much development effort into this as some other people did. amazing. I love how Cam Farn's piece is turning out. Like, that's, oh, wow. Oh, that's so fun. Dude, how you doing, Rox? Man, Rakan, it's good to see you, dude. It's coming along. I've still got like a half hour, but that's a half hour that I need to be like rendering. Let's see, groups, turn that down. Is this going to be enough? Not enough. Let's take it to 512 just so we can keep it decent here. Oh, that was way too much. There we go. That's better. What have been your favorite pieces that you guys have seen so far? What have you guys noticed so far? Cameron Farn has been awesome. There've been a couple of dragons that have been just stellar. Can't wait to go look at those again. Yeah, this is funny. I am not going to dive too hard into these hands, but I definitely want to make sure that I dive in enough. We have 30 minutes left. I don't know if you guys are like listening to the background music. The bear, yeah, the bear's pretty dope, dude. It was pretty fun. Yeah, only about a half hour left. Just want to get some of these details in here to be a little bit chunkier, you know. Smooth it out so that it feels a little bit less wrong. Let's grab this. Let's see if we can grab some fingernail color here. Let's see about doing something like this. Just kind of like do something like that. That's not quite right. That's cool. I like that. I can live with that. I gotta get in and get my guy's staff modeled out. Jessica's like, show me your elves. let's go ahead and kind of give the pinkness to these fingertips over here. "27 minutes and whatever many seconds." Trying to get like a little bit of a color variation. Of course, a lot of that's going to be blocked, so I'm not super worried. But ooh, that's looking good. Look at that. Look at how cool that looks. Okay, so we got something like this going on now, which this is kind of cool. That one 3D artist. Okay, that's pretty funny. See if I can get like a good offset to this stuff over here. Okay, I've got to take these little guys here. Okay, let's get this. Let's get the robe, or I mean the what's it called? This needs to be kind of reworked a little bit. I'm like seeing all the wrong things right now, and really like literally I should be focused on getting everything represented. Get my staff in there. Get the gem. Get the little pieces. Whatever. Okay, let's go ahead and hit save so we don't lose progress, because you know that happens way too often. Been cleaning most of the day. First you seen. Okay, okay. It's a little bit better. Let's see about getting this to have maybe a little bit of a gradient or something. Let's see. Let's grab the color. Let's grab this. Let's maybe add it a little bit brown or something. I'm going to try doing this actually. Let's go into RGB. Let me see. This is like, let's make this a little bit lighter. Let's take this a little bit more orange, a little bit warmer. Rakan, you ready for your presentation, dude? Yeah, it's pretty cool. Okay, staff. I need the staff. Originally, I was thinking about adding more to my concept, and I was like, "Nah, I've gotta scope down. I've got to scope down." It's like I can't be scoping so high. But okay, so here's what we got to do. We got to take our document. I forget what the dimensions are. Let's just say eliminate that. We'll keep the width at 16. We'll put the height at 2100. Hit resize. You know what? Let's actually try something a little bit. Okay, I'm liking how this dude's looking. This is fun. This is fun. I'm liking this. Let me see. Gotta see about putting this in here somewhere. That looks pretty good. I think I'll keep this view. Let's go ahead and say this. I'm going to say movie, save timeline, save over the timeline that we had. Cool. Okay, within the mouth is go ahead and kind of put this in here. Let's maybe make it a little bit more purple. It's odd that they don't want you like ending early. I mean, for Furio, I mean, I was sitting right down the row from him, a couple seats down when he was sculpting. I want to say the last time that he, maybe not the last time, but one of the last times that he won the Sculpt-Off, and okay, here we go. Let's see. We have got to use. Let's use this. Take this all the way back. Ah, that's not the right piece. Okay, here we go. I'm at a loss. I'm at a loss. Let me see. I've got to. Okay, let me see. I'm going to raise that color a little bit so I can see what I'm doing. Let's use that classic skinning, make adaptive skin. Say append, look for that piece. It's not turning out the way that I was hoping it would. It's been way too long since I've tried to use adaptive skin. I have like 13 minutes. This is definitely not going to be finished to my liking, but oh, that's why. RGB. Let's go here and say basic, color, fill object, something like that. And then let's get some color in there. There should be like a tinted glass. Nice. Holy smokes, how did they get that? How? They must be in like 2.5D right now or something, because that is wild. Man, my render's taking a while. That's because Photoshop is open. And hopefully it's not taking so long because of the stream, because that's like, it's like, no, I can't handle that. Let's make sure that that's saved. Like I got like 6 minutes. I went through and I drafted my message already. So let's see if we can get this. Uh-oh, something's wrong. Something's wrong. Yeah, because that's not. This is not going to. This is not going to render. This is like what I get when it's like I don't like what I'm getting here. Get a screen grab just in case. That might be what I do. But it's like, this should be rendering and it's not rendering. Oh, that's so infuriating. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say, let's go render. Let's turn off Redshift and hit render just to be able to see. Okay, so we're getting something. Let's go back in, render, turn on Redshift. Let's see, I know I'm like pressing my luck way too much. I'm going to give this like a little bit of an emissive, kind of a greenish bit here. Come on, you. Not the skin stylized. No. Oh, you piece of garbage. It's supposed to be on this material. Oh, well, I guess I shouldn't worry about that at all. I do need to make sure that this is not going to be emissive at all. Okay, so that is not selected. Come on, you. Okay. I'm like, wah. Yeah, because the screen grab is not going to work well enough for me. Push this over to the side so we can get some more uppity designness. Like, playing with the design right now is not the right choice, but it's not the wrong choice. I already know I'm not going to win, so it's not like a huge deal. Why in the world do you have MRGB on? They look super odd right now. Okay, let's try it one more time. And while we're waiting for that, let's go ahead and I'm going to pull up the summit. Let's go over here to the submission page. Let's hit end. Uh-oh. Log in. That's why I'm not getting the the stuff. Okay, that's a little bit better. Okay. I've got my text up here. And then let's see if we can actually get this. It's not going to go. It's not going to go. Oh, this is so bad. It's so bad. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm so frustrated with this, guys. Like, this is not the way that this is supposed to be. At least it's letting me export the thing. Just in time. I was like disgustingly too close. Let me pull up the other stream again because now I'm missing my missing the rest of it. Let's get back over into here into Twitch. Where's my Pixo? I wish I could figure out what in the world went wrong. That's infuriating. But it, it is what it is. It is what it is. You do what you can do, and then you and then you just let the rest go. Thank you, .7. Oh, hey, Brew. Thank you so much. Yeah. Yep, I feel like I was struggling too much to get things done to my liking. And yeah, I got most everything pretty much there. But yeah, it's just like getting that render to work. It just wouldn't work. Just so frustrated. I mean, I can't see any reason why it shouldn't have worked. Yeah, it didn't come out too bad for 3 hours. Thanks, Quentin. You're the man. You're the man. I just wish I understood, because I mean, it's not a super heavy model. I mean, look, it's only got 1.8 million points. That's not too bad. My computer should be able to handle this. I bought this computer purely so that it would handle things like this. I'm just like, ugh. Okay, let me see. I am going to say fill material. Let's see if this does anything good for me. I mean, I know that my stream's still going, but I already turned stuff in, so yeah, it's not working. Oh well. We'll call it good. I'll have to see about like if it'll let me do a good render once I turn off the stream. We'll see. But for now, that's that's where he stays. That's where he sits. So anyway, thanks for coming and hanging out, guys. I know it's 3 hours is a long time, and yeah, I appreciate you. I appreciate you coming, chatting, having a fun time. So hope you guys enjoy the rest of the weekend. It'll be a good time if you're out here around around the Hollywood area, come out and see the ZBrush Summit, and let's go have fun. I'll see you next time I see you. Smartest out.